Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Saturday Boys, where every day is a Saturday. My name is Nick and today I am joined by Anthony.
Hello.
Brandon.
Hello.
And John.
Oh.
Hello.
What are we all drinking today, guys? Let's start with Anthony.
Cool. Well, I already forgot because I didn't have my phone out.
Oh, rest in peace.
You're drinking the strawberry banana.
smoothie?
Yep.
There you go. Thank you. I wanted to have like a little more info on it.
I thought you were drinking a beer, not a smoothie.
He said he went
So
to
from
Jamba
Energy
Juice.
City Brewing, it's a place that we've gone up quite a few beers from, just like the smoothies type beer. It's exactly as advertised, strawberry.
It
banana.
looks like a smoothie.
Right.
It's a little thin. They added a bit too much ice.
Still good though. Oh, you, Nick?
I have my stout boy today. I have the heart-shaped box stout from Arizona Wilderness. It is thick. It's an imperial double scout. It's got dark chocolate, cocoa nibs, cherries, sugar, lactose, and it is heavy. This is going to be a sipper. I don't know if I'll be finishing this guy.
Well, we're stout brothers today because I have the Nocturnal Opulence, also from Arizona Wilderness. This one, actually, they had like a little contest for this one. They had 3 different batches.
Oh, is that the batch?
Yeah, and then they picked the most popular one. This one was the most popular version of it, and it is the s'mores version. Again, sipper. It is thick.
Yeah.
Like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 C's.
What's the percentage?
Because like that's 10 something, and yours is like 12.
Let's see. Mine is...
What? It's
mine's
12?
Dude, mine's 10.5.
It might not be that much. 9, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
12.
Ooh, scared me. How drunk am I getting? Dang. John, what is it this week?
Today we got ourselves a sarsaparilla from Barron's. It says Barron's Bubbly Beverages since 1973, and this is 0% alcohol by volume.
I like the alliteration, though.
Oh, thank you.
Barron's Bubbly Beverages.
And we're gonna do our
We have the ASMR.
Ceremonial
Always.
cracking.
Ceremonious.
always.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, perfect.
There's no fortune, obviously. It's not a Jones.
Oh, we gotta check.
It just says sarsaparilla.
No,
5 cents, Virginia,
5 cents.
Washington,
Recycle.
It's always like
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hawaii, Alaska, 5 cents.
How was
Yep.
it?
That's good enough to do. We're gonna.
Good enough.
It's
Yep.
good.
Yep.
Good sarsaparilla.
Okay, question: is it as good as or is it as good as the
Birch beer.
birch? Yeah,
I like it more.
you like
I
it
love
more than
sarsaparilla, though.
Yeah, more of a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're drinking.
Yeah.
On to the not so important news.
What sound you put in here?
I know.
So I don't know how to react.
wait,
You shouldn't tell us.
Yeah.
No,
It was a
it's
little
just
sad that time too when you announced the
Yes.
not so important news.
Well, the one I have is kind of weird and creepy, and I mean, so it's the I'm sure a lot of people have heard of it by now, but the New York City renter discovers creepy hidden room
I
in
saw that.
apartment. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that
this
was
is from
big.
New York Post. So homie discovers it's like a mirror, and she felt wind.
Oh, I did. I just saw
You
that
see
video
this?
last
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, and then she like pulled her mirror out.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like this creepy little like room with stairs and a water bottle and shit in there.
Nah.
She like climbs
Yeah.
through. She straps like a flashlight on a headband.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was unlocked, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like the door that she was like, I'm gonna lock this. Yeah,
So someone was like coming in her room,
maybe.
Or-
Yeah, but
Maybe.
they don't know.
It
It
was
was
like
grabbing
a
water
whole
bottles
apartment.
from her fridge.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, I was watching that, and I'm like, of course, I'm literally watching it in bed. So I'm like, that's not the right thing to
Has
watch
anybody
before I go
here
to
seen
sleep.
the movie Parasite?
no.
No, but they
That's
definitely
like-
they
Okay,
reference it in the video, don't they?
So for the viewers, anybody that's seen Parasite, it's pretty much the same sort of concept.
Interesting.
Yeah, like there could be like a hidden passage and like somebody
Mm-hmm.
potentially like living in that passage.
I like the movie where the grass kills everyone. You guys remember that?
What?
Wait, The Happening?
No.
Oh, The
Yeah,
Happening.
yeah.
That's
one.
the trees, the grass. It's like that they produce like a thing that makes you commit suicide.
You like
Yeah,
hot dogs?
What?
It turned-
Wait, what?
It's from The Happening. The
Oh.
crazy guy in the greenhouse who's raped
Oh.
video.
I
It's
was
also very related to what today's thing is because it's a random ass bad
Yes,
movie.
yes.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's true.
Well,
amazing
that happening
movie.
isn't a bad movie,
No,
and neither is today's topic.
no.
No.
No, The Happening is a bad movie.
No,
What?
It's a bad
no.
movie.
it's really not.
I mean, I enjoyed the ride, but it was a bad movie
I enjoyed every second of that ride.
because Mark
Because
Wahlberg
Mark Wahlberg. Yeah.
talking to a plastic plant. I'm still doing it.
God.
That was the moment I'm like,
He said,
I can watch this movie again. Just gotta get back to this scene.
Just gotta make it back to this plane
"Make it all the
interaction.
way around here."
I'm gonna stop bringing up my favorite movies.
Just
Weak,
get shit
dude.
on it.
I know.
It's like Pearl Jam. But anyways, does anybody have
It's
any?
the heart-shaped box.
I saw that. I was
yeah.
glaring at you the whole time. Dude.
Yeah,
You didn't go out of your
I
way to
missed
find a
that,
Pearl
no.
Jam beer.
there's no Pearl Jam beers.
I'm
no.
sure there is.
He's like, I got the Jeremy IPA.
Let's not bring up anything like that, dude. That is
Deftones have their own beer.
What about Even
They're
Flow?
partnered.
Even Flow.
I don't
would be a
remember
good
liking
one
it,
for
though.
beer.
Even Flow would be a good beer name. I'm not gonna lie. I would drink a beer named Even Flow. Faithful Ale is a celebration of Pearl
Yep.
Jam's 20th anniversary as a band, and it's an extraordinary album. 10.
It's very true.
Made by Dogfish.
It is Dogfish,
Oh wow.
so it's
Okay.
respectable.
Yep.
Okay, finally, I can give Pearl Jam one thing.
Right. But enough.
I hate that it's on the Room episode. I wish it was one that was getting less views, but you know,
It is
it's
what it
whatever.
is.
It is what it is. Nirvana's still better, but you know, we'll move on.
Well, you announced the episode just now too. So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah, we're doing
Yeah.
a Pearl Jam episode, a Nirvana
Yep.
episode, and then a Pearl Jam versus Nirvana episode because you just got to.
what a story, Mark.
Superman,
I know.
Batman.
What a
Superman
story, Mark.
versus Batman.
Does anybody else have news? Because what a story, Mark, is a great segue.
I just have something cool that Discovery is launching a series on one of their expedition series with Josh Gates, where him and Doc Brown
Yes.
go on an adventure searching for DeLoreans.
Yes.
So that's gonna be
Nice.
exciting.
Okay.
Gotta
yeah.
find it.
Yep,
Do you think they'll have to
Christopher
go through
Lloyd.
time to find it?
Of course.
It's
Well,
like stuck in the 80s.
Christopher Lloyd, for his age, he still looks like he's moving around and doing a bunch of like crazy
Yeah.
stuff.
That's true. He is. How old is he now?
Let's search, or we have that there too.
We do.
I mean, we
Series faster than me, if we're being honest, but it's cool. It's cool.
82. He's still getting around, dude. He's 6'1". He's tall, motherfucker. Not very tall. Like, you know what I mean, but like,
yeah.
We're pretty close. I think we're all 6.
yeah.
No.
Oh well, dude.
5'11".
I can guarantee you I'm
He's 3.
like 5'10" on a good day.
We're bringing you in,
On a
man.
good
You're
day.
6 foot.
He said, "In my Skechers, I'm a 5'10". Thank you.
Oh,
Speak.
God.
So, what a story, Mark.
I know, right?
Oh, hi.
So I guess that brings us on to the main event.
Yeah.
Mr. Good old TW.
Yeah,
TW.
TW, the Tommy Wiseau
T-Dubs.
himself, the
I think we need to
producer,
say that he
star.
made that
Director.
nickname for himself too. That needs to be
He
clarified.
He had to have.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no way he didn't.
TW is what he used in the Tommy Wise show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
So,
Oh, gosh, The Room.
The
Where to
Room.
begin?
Oh my God! So
Probably-
The Room. It's the best worst movie
Oh,
ever created.
Dude.
For anybody that doesn't know, it actually kind of had a recent explosion with the Disaster Artist and James Franco, Seth Rogen. They kind of picked up the movie, made up a movie about the making of the movie because it's just so crazy how it happened.
Based off the book about making the movie.
Yeah, exactly, which we have right here.
Mhm.
Shout out.
Such a good book.
But yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah, for
Where
those
do you even
listening
start,
who
dude?
don't know where The Room is, I'm just gonna give the two line summary. And since we all know the movie so well, this is pretty hilarious. Okay, Johnny is a successful banker who lives happily in San Francisco townhouse with his fiancée Lisa. One day, inexplicably, she gets bored of him and decides to seduce Johnny's best friend Mark. From there, nothing will be the same again.
that's actually a very
That's really good.
concise. I couldn't explain it any better.
I know, right? That's like it's perfect.
That is the movie, but there's just so much wrong with the movie.
It leaves out Denny. It leaves out.
It leaves out
everything.
Denny. It leaves out Chris R. It
Chris
leaves out the
R.
mom. It leaves out the
Peter?
cancer that the mom has. It leaves out.
Peter, the guy who
Peter.
replaced Peter.
It leaves out the football, dude.
Gotta play
Oh,
football.
That's a
man.
crime in itself.
It is.
Gosh,
The red dress.
The red dress,
probably going to
the music.
what
the
music?
candles.
God. Okay, beginning.
So
Let's go back
okay,
first.
so it
I'll do
starts
the
off.
beginning.
It's San Francisco. You see the pan shot.
And it goes do 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 do.
Yeah, everybody knows.
Do, 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 do.
Yeah,
Oh,
and you
it's such
see
a
the
classic.
Golden Gate. if you see it in theaters, anytime you see the Golden Gate, you gotta yell, go, 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 go. Yeah,
Yeah.
just all the way until it's done.
Right. And then anytime it does a
perfect.
transition where it just shows the houses, meanwhile on Full House.
Yes,
Anytime
meanwhile
the-
on Full House.
Anytime the cameras go out of focus.
Focus, focus.
There's so it's like it's the Rocky Horror Picture Show of like this generation that we were in.
Yeah.
Yeah. The spoons.
Perfect. The spoons. Yeah, everything we have here is related to something of the live viewing experiences.
Yeah.
Which wasn't our first time seeing it, obviously.
No.
Usually,
No.
It is. I've been with someone who did see it the first time. It was.
Really?
It was me, you. Who went with us? Katie, did you go
twins.
on that? The twins.
I think it might have been was it the first time the twins saw it?
I think that was
Yeah.
Yeah.
First time they saw it, and that must have been an experience.
Yeah, it was our band initiation film for a while.
Right.
Yep.
Forever.
It's just so bad you just have to sit through it. Like,
Mhm.
but it's so great at the same time. Like,
for sure.
Just the way it just throws you in there. You know?
It's just crazy how unique it is. Like, there's never been a movie I've watched that, like, knowing it's like the type of movie it is, like it's not like a feature film, it's not a great movie, but then I've wanted to watch it more and more every passing second just to see what the hell's gonna happen next.
Well, it's like watching like American Idol season 1. You know, it's like you're watching it because you know that most of the people are bad.
Yeah.
It's like watching a train wreck. You know, you just
Well,
can't look away. Yeah.
Well, I want you guys to guess the online scores for the room. Just a quick little aside here.
Oh, it's either gonna be higher or lower than you think.
Okay, so the IMDb score, it's out of 10.
6.8.
3.
5.8.
John was the closest. It was 3.7.
3.7.
Okay.
Rotten Tomatoes score out of 100%,
27.
16.
62.
23.
Okay.
And then the Metacritic score out of 100%,
13.
5.
17.
no, 9.
Damn it.
Nah.
But
yeah,
then
it's
the
all
final
low.
thing,
Yeah.
Google users, how did they like the movie?
Ah,
100%.
8.2.
100%.
8.2.
100%.
Or 82.
Anytime you look up a
7,
movie.
Even 7. I don't know. how that-
77% liked it.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, you were
70.
right.
Yep.
You heard it.
So
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
right. That was
you
close.
see all those small numbers and then a big ass number underneath, and like, what's up with this?
Well, it's
It's
everyone
so
that's
good.
not trying to take it seriously.
Somebody
Like,
trying so hard.
Yeah.
God.
Just enjoy it for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So
Let's break down the plot here.
yeah, so Johnny shows up. He's trying to get a promotion. He doesn't get the promotion.
I can't believe we're going to explain the plot. I'm sorry.
We are.
We're going to explain the
You-
plot of The Room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
We're gonna go. We did it with Butterfly Effect.
Yep.
It was great.
It's
true.
just as entertaining, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny doesn't get his promotion. He comes home. He's very distraught, and then he's talking to Lisa, and Johnny doesn't drink,
Johnny. Yeah. No.
but
Johnny.
Lisa orders a pizza. Cracks open a bottle.
And they just
And
down it.
Oh yeah, and then before you know it, he's got his fucking tie around his head.
I mean, it's the
Tired,
first of
I'm
many.
wasted. I love you, darling.
No, that did he get him the drunk? Is it the second time, guys?
That is true.
Yeah,
This is the
true.
first
I'm missing.
time.
Yeah, no, I'm missing.
No,
something.
he
you're
doesn't
right.
get him
I'm
drunk the first. He just gets home and he's mad.
He is mad.
They-
Oh,
He is
'cause
okay.
after
That's
the-
what it is.
Well,
He's
'cause he thinks
bitching.
he's gonna get the promotion.
He's
He doesn't get
bitching.
the promotion.
Yeah, you know, you're right. You're
That's
right. He
right.
doesn't get drunk yet.
I'm just too excited. I'm sorry.
Yeah. First, there's the sex with
Too
Tommy.
ready. There is
And
the
then
sex with Tommy.
immediately after.
Is that the one with Denny?
Yeah. No. There's.
Who's Danny?
Oh, hi, Denny.
He jumps on the bed, and
That's
they're
not how Denny jumps in the.
Two's
movie,
great,
to
but
be
three's the
honest.
crowd.
That's.
That's the room in a nutshell.
No, she goes from Johnny straight to Mark. Is what it is.
oh,
in the very
on the
beginning of the
staircase.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make any sense because that's a spiral staircase too.
How
Oh,
would
it
you?
hurt. How would you do it on a spiral staircase? Carefully.
All right. You are my rose. You are.
You are my rose. You are my rose. You are.
Instead of
The song
instead of
propelled
our
it.
normal intro song, can we do that song? Like
You
we
are
just
my
do
rose.
Snaps
rose.
and everything.
Oh man.
Dude,
Oh.
I missed the Royale. That was
That was
the
great.
way to watch that
God.
movie.
Yeah.
It's a record store now. Oh, I don't know if that
Yeah, I've
survived
seen
COVID,
that.
but
Probably not.
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So sex with Mark on the spiral staircase.
Yep.
Yep. And then she, the first of the mother scenes, Lisa confesses her infidelity to her mother, Claudette.
Claudette.
Still, I think one of the best actors in the movie. I have
mother?
to say, like,
Yeah.
she
Really?
does really well. Not the
No,
best,
like-
but one of the best. Like it's
Even in the
Relatively.
exactly.
Relatively,
Yeah,
yes.
her deliveries are a lot more realistic, and I feel like they're well more.
Well, even
thought
in the
out.
book, Greg
Good
talks
on
about like how that actress was just always like into it, and she was just so
Yeah.
happy to be on set, and she put like her heart into the role, and it's just
Yeah.
like,
That's true, but
oh.
we just
Her
Well,
later
By no
regrets
means is
in
it
life.
good. It just like
Yeah.
it's all relative.
for almost having to pass out on set. Yeah, it's
right?
good.
Like, right.
Yeah, we'll give her a point there.
Okay, so what happens after
Simple
they have
point.
sex on the staircase?
Then she then attaches a. Oh wait, no. See, even Wikipedia is mixing stuff. They said the tape recorder is next, but that's
Well,
after
It's,
all
seconds
later.
later.
it's so
Yeah.
convoluted
So
of a plot. You just
Well,
imagine
kind of
bits and
it's-
meshes
pieces.
together.
It's like a poetry.
Mm.
It rhymes. I mean, like you have one sex scene with Tommy, then a sex scene with Mark, and then you have another sex scene with
Yep.
Tommy, and then another sex scene with
That's
Mark.
the same one.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is the
first-
same
but
one.
it's like the
first
sex
sex
scene,
scene.
music,
Well, it's
different
just like
time.
Halo 1, where it's the same map, just backwards. It's
Yeah.
the same sex scene, just
backwards.
in the wrong position.
Because the
It
one where
might be
they
actually.
so the first sex scene with Tommy is the one where Denny tries and joins.
No,
Yes.
that's is it the first
Well,
one?
the first one, yeah, he jumps
Yeah,
in
because the
and
second
stops it
one's
from
where they
happening
get
at
drunk,
first.
right?
Yeah, the
Yes.
second
And
one
then
is
you
when
see
they
his
get drunk.
ass.
Yeah.
You see his ass
The
in
one
the
who
very
is very
beginning of the film.
insistent.
You do too.
Very insistent is like that's gonna sell. They need to see his ass.
That's true. And then, I
trying to
thought
do
that the
that, dude.
rose on fucking Lisa was like a giant cancer for like the longest time.
Oh, the
There's like a rose petal on
Well,
her.
I thought at first I was
And
like,
it's
oh
like-
my gosh, Tommy, what are you
it's
doing
like
to her?
4 inches.
Well,
and
it
I'm
looks
just
like
holy
she just had like
shit.
gaping hole on her shoulder.
Yeah, it just looks like a hole
almost
inside.
Like
of
he
her.
was like a
It's what
cookie
the
cutter
fuck
shark,
is wrong
just
with
like
her?
taking a bite.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
little chunk.
It's
Yeah.
like Tommy just got too excited. He's a vampire.
That's
He
true.
could've.
Vampire.
True.
Confirmed. But how about the fact that the first sex scene with her hair, because it keeps doing the cuts, because her hair's up and it's down and it's back
Oh
up.
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
that gets me every
she just
time.
keeps tying her.
All right, she just can't decide. Like I like it like this. No, I like it like that.
Okay, so after all the sex, they get drunk together.
Well, they have a pizza. Look up the room pizza order. Because,
Oh,
bro, the pizza
God.
order from the room is
Oh,
wild.
yeah, right.
Really?
Yeah,
It's a treat
look.
in itself.
So yeah, you can. Yeah,
Lisa's
it's that
Pizza?
that Reddit.
Lisa's
Yeah, Lisa's Pizza.
As Eaten on TV is the name
As
of
eaten on
the
TV.
blog. That's cool. You know, here locally, well, it's a regional chain, but Breaking Bad, the pizza on the roof.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Venezia's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Venezia's. God.
love Venezia's. They have good wings, man.
I actually had Venezia's yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
Pizza.
What timing, Mark?
Half pesto and artichoke, half pineapple Canadian bacon.
Yeah, so it's half pesto and artichoke and half pineapple Canadian
What?
bacon. What the fuck kind of pizza is that, bro? Just decide. Order two fucking pizzas.
It's the Domino's WTF special. That's right. Yep.
But order 2 pizzas, dude.
No.
What? You don't want pesto and
Come
I
on.
mean, pineapple is on it, so
You're-
it's already
you can't
blasted. It
mix-
doesn't matter. It
Bro,
doesn't matter.
I like pesto and artichoke pizza.
That's good.
And
100%.
I'm gonna earn some haters. I'm gonna earn some lovers here. I like the pineapple Canadian bacon. All right, I had a pizza with pineapple on it today. Some people are gonna love me. Some people are gonna hate me. Whatever. Fuck it. But having both of those on one pizza is like a sin, man. Like it's just not right, dude.
you can't mix two sauces.
No,
right? Pizza?
both of those
No,
are
you
good
can't mix two
separately.
sauces.
Those are
That's
good
weird.
separate pizzas.
Yeah.
Good separate pizzas. Not good
Maybe
together.
maybe that's the purpose.
Maybe it's
It's a metaphor for Lisa and Johnny's
exactly
torrid love.
exactly.
You're
goes
just reading it
deeper.
off the page, aren't you?
And they piss off their pizza
This is like in
restaurant.
high school
It
when
goes
you're like
deeper.
looking at books and it's like, does the offer really mean that? Or
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
true. The
You're
walls
trying to
are
make your
blue
report
'cause
longer?
he's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. God.
No,
I
Maybe it's
think
just the
I think
reason
it
why
does
the-
go deeper. I want to
no,
believe that it does go
It's
deeper.
probably the same reason why there's pictures of spoons on set.
You think it's just because Tommy's weird and that's like his pizza preference? He's like,
Hey,
well, you get 2 pizzas for the price of
He
one.
shows up after lunch,
No, that's
so
exactly
I mean,
what
you
it
know,
is.
he might come with pizza one day.
I will never believe anything else besides what you just said about
2
that pizza.
pizzas for the price of one.
Yep.
He
Yeah,
knows
that does
nobody
sound
else is
super
going to
Tommy.
eat it, so he gets all the pizza now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he just tries to order the
Dude,
most fucked up
I'm
thing.
gonna start doing that.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh well. Or he just like takes it away.
I guess more pizza for me.
Didn't he only have like one porta potty on set too?
It was
Yeah.
It's like
bad.
one
Yeah.
toilet.
And he would demand everyone be there at like 7 and then like show up at like 2.
Yeah, some ridiculous shit.
Like not in costume
What
or
a
anything. Just
legend.
like, yeah.
God, we're getting off the plot. What are we doing? Oh my god.
So there's
So they have pizza.
They have pizza. They have
pizza.
sex. They have pizza. They have sex. She
But you
cheats
forgot
on
about the
him.
whole
She
Chris
talks to
R side
Claudette.
plot.
That
Oh.
doesn't happen yet, I don't think.
Well,
What
it's
side
Forget-
plot? What are you talking about?
Well, where's my fucking money, Denny?
Oh,
Yeah,
Denny.
How Chris
Yeah.
R is.
How could I forget
We
Denny?
never even really fucking talked about Denny.
Oh, hi, Denny.
This is the worst plot map ever.
I know.
It's because we're trying to
I know.
make it with the room.
Bro, it's...
Dude, I asked if they were sure before we started. I was like, "Are we gonna go down this road?"
If you watch The Room, you're going to be just as confused as if you listen to this podcast. So it's just the same
It's fine.
experience.
It
It's
really
the
is
same. It's
fine.
fine.
Trust me.
We're still in the intro. It's like if you just chunked off the first chord and you just kind of jumbled it up a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the room salad.
I mean, honestly, if you took the scenes out of order in this movie, it wouldn't.
It wouldn't make any
It
more
It
makes
sense.
wouldn't
much
make
more
any
different.
goddamn
No.
difference.
No.
That's why I think maybe that's why Wikipedia doesn't do it in order, because this might make more sense. If I were just to sit here and read this might be more like palatable.
They edited it into canon. Like,
I think.
Right. Like, I feel like the Chris R thing is like halfway through the movie, but it probably really isn't.
No.
Well,
It's
okay,
the
so
second paragraph, so-
here's the whole thing is that if you read the Wikipedia, it explains more than the fucking movie actually explains, because in the movie you don't understand that like Denny is actually being adopted by
They
fucking
say it in like a half
Johnny
a
and
sentence,
Lisa.
like,
They just go
45 minutes
Johnny's thinking
vaguely.
about adopting him, and then he's just like, "Oh, that's kind of weird," and then like you never hear
Right.
anything else about it. But in the like in the actual story, I guess that it was actually intended that they do like try and adopt him and whatever, but like
it's like the Halo novels.
it kind of changes it a little bit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's just like a subplot versus like, oh, they're adopting a kid, like. But then they're
But Denny's like,
and not
he's
getting
like
too far,
30
but like
something. Like,
Well, the actor was like 20. He was supposed to be
the
playing
actor
like a
was like
14-year-old.
30.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bro,
Yeah.
he was supposed to be in like high school.
okay, that went over my
They're
head.
able
like,
to adopt him. He's got to be under 18 to be adoptable.
I just thought we were on room logic.
Right.
That's true.
Just take all that and just throw it right out the window.
Yep.
Denny's hooked on drugs.
Yeah.
Chris R's coming for him.
Just
Where's
5
his
minutes.
fucking money, Denny?
And that whole plot is resolved in 5 minutes. That's
Yeah,
it.
pretty
It's
Yeah,
over.
it really is.
Yep.
Well, there was the whole intro Chris R scene that's on the DVD that they cut.
Oh,
where
yeah.
it's basically it's a whole nother. It's the rooftop scene, but in an alleyway. It's a whole set they built just for this one deleted scene.
Yeah.
I think I saw that. Is
Wasn't it
that
the
where they
same-
push Peter?
No, that's not where they push Peter. That's where is it Denny that falls into like the dumpster?
Oh yeah, because
He
they're
pushes
playing
him over
together.
the-
Yeah.
Oh, wasn't it the friend though? Because he was like, "Oh, come on, man," because he was talking about like he left his underwear and he need to get it.
Yeah.
And he's
Oh
like,
yeah.
he pushes him
friends that have
super
sex in
violent.
the
This
apartment.
movie has so many side characters.
It has so many
That have
stupid
nothing to do with
We
side
went on
lines.
this
anything.
train and the train was on fire. We
You
didn't
could-
realize it.
I
Yeah.
know.
It's
we
That's a
just
good
hopped
metaphor
aboard
for
the
the
train
movie.
on fire, man.
There's no such thing as a shit pod, Thomas.
I know, dude. We still have. We have
We
to
haven't
go
gotten
there.
to that movie yet.
Oh
yeah.
my fucking. Oh
Short film.
sheesh.
This is gonna be a good one.
No. No. No.
Flowers. We haven't even got
so-
the flowers.
So Denny leaves them alone. Chris R leaves them alone.
Two's great, but three's a crowd.
Right.
So he's got to leave him alone.
Yep.
so we're back to what?
But that happened earlier.
But no, Chris
Yeah.
R. So Chris R. Yeah, the whole thing gets resolved in 5 minutes. Never discuss it again.
Yeah.
No.
So Denny's addicted to drugs, buys drugs off for Chris R. Whatever.
They take him to the police
Bada bing,
station.
bada bang.
And then, what's her name's confused? The older lady. She's drugs.
Claudette.
How did you get
Claudette.
mixed up in drugs?
Yeah.
You're not my fucking mother.
You're not my fucking mother.
What's going on, Denny?
What kind of drugs are you on?
Dude, I
Doesn't
can't even-
fucking matter. Stop asking me.
Quit ganging up on me.
Quit ganging up on me.
God, the lines that are just purely quotable.
Ah.
God,
Everything's
it's so bad.
everything.
So
Oh,
they're on
but
the
let's talk
rooftop.
about fucking Mark just grabbing Chris R.
I know. He just gets the gun so easily. That's great. But it,
That really just shows how rushed everything was. That
Right.
they didn't have time
Yeah.
to choreograph everything.
No.
It was just like that set was in the middle of a parking lot.
Yeah, like
That's
the
why it looks
backdrop is
like-
clearly
yeah.
in sight.
It's
It's so bad, but it's so good.
but how about the
So
fact that
good.
Chris R. That anytime he was on set, he was in character.
Yeah,
that-
dude, that's so good. That
and
makes me so.
holy
That's so
crap.
funny. Just imagine, just like some guy walking around. Where's my fucking money, Johnny?
Wait, Johnny?
I bought you that sarsaparilla, Johnny. Where's my fucking money? You know, just like
just
getting at you.
forever.
You know, like wouldn't you feel intimidated if I was like that like all the time?
And then offset, just like, hey man, what's up?
No, but he was like that on set.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's like offset. He'll be a
you
completely different
probably
person.
don't see a lot of people offset if you're in that type of Hollywood setup.
That's
That's
What
true.
do you want to do with your life, John?
You're just gonna keep drinking sarsaparilla forever?
mean, that's okay if you
I
want.
can't jump ahead to best friends. Let's keep the room.
Yeah, no, we got to keep the room.
So after, Lisa and Mark are having an affair, and Lisa and Tommy can't seem to, have a good time, so she tries to frame Tommy by getting him drunk this second time.
And we're only 20 minutes in. Just
I think so.
Actually, probably closer to the 30-minute mark. Thank you.
okay.
But no, yeah, and let's see. Basically, she gets him drunk, has another repeated sex scene with him.
Yep.
And then tries to confront her mother about it. And Johnny doesn't drink.
She said, "I don't like Johnny, or I don't love."
He got
Johnny
drunk last
anymore."
night.
He got
hit
drunk
me.
last night. He hit me.
Johnny doesn't drink.
Johnny doesn't drink.
She has her priorities in order. She
Right.
understands Johnny, and that's all she needs to know about.
Yeah.
Johnny, and she cares deeply
And then,
about Denny.
and then she goes, "Well, Johnny didn't get the promotion." It's like, well,
What
jeez.
promotion?
The promotion he was up for
Yeah.
at the bank.
He-
He's a banker.
He does so much work for them.
He does so much.
They betray
He does
him.
all the work. They betray him.
Okay.
And I don't care.
That's why he
anymore.
drinks. That's why he's upset.
Right. He just gives in to the vices.
And
that he
that's
normally
why
wouldn't.
she cheats on him.
Yep. Because he didn't get that
Well,
promotion.
that and she's just kind of a bitch. But
Yeah, because the thing with Lisa is she's written so back and forth. Like she's
Yeah.
she's guilty of her relationship with Mark, but then she tries to frame Johnny.
Yeah.
And then she's like, so she's not playing anyone's game but her own.
Yeah, she wants the best of both worlds. She wants everything, and she doesn't care if she
Oh.
hurts to get to it.
So bad.
it's true. I mean,
All right, moving on.
yeah.
So basically, after all of the fighting and the thinking of them being guilty and all that, they decide to have a birthday party for Johnny. It's his birthday's coming up, so they're gonna do a surprise birthday party for him.
Hold on.
What's up?
We need to talk about the flower scene real quick
Flower scene?
before we go to the birthday.
Keep the
the
change.
flower scene.
Oh, hi,
We
doggy.
need to talk about the flower scene.
You're my favorite customer.
Oh, hi, doggy. You
Oh,
might-
hi, Johnny. I didn't
Johnny.
know it was
I
you.
didn't see you there. That is the best 30 seconds.
Yeah,
I've
we
ever
clocked it.
filmed.
Wasn't it 30
Yep.
seconds?
It's like 32 seconds or some shit like
The
that.
whole
Like,
flower
it's-
scene?
Yeah.
It's
Dude, just from the moment he steps out of his car, that's cinematic history.
It is.
That is just some great stuff right there.
every time.
That is so good.
It's
It's the most compact, concise, information you can get. Just
right. And it's the perfect scene too that literally adds nothing to the movie.
it's literally nothing. It's him just getting flowers.
Yeah.
It's just for
But it's so
pure comedic
good.
effect.
It is.
It's
That's
so
it.
good.
It's like if it's not there, you don't realize what you're missing.
Yeah, no, if it you just gotta see it.
I don't even think there's any stuff for when you see it live. I think you just sit and enjoy that scene.
Yeah, it is,
exactly.
yeah,
That,
it's
that's
just-
the moment
yeah.
where everyone stops and just
Yeah.
lets it happen.
There's no little running gag or you don't
No.
repeat anything. It's just
If anything,
sit
it
and
might be
enjoy
the
the scene.
hi doggy. That might be
Yeah.
the only thing.
Do they talk to Peter before or after the birthday party?
Who talks to Peter? Because both
Before.
Yeah.
Before the birthday? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't play psychologies with me.
Yeah.
No,
That's
we're
true.
playing psychologist.
The rice and bean.
Well,
Right.
yeah, that's because why they're in the suits for. God, what is the main reason they bought the suits? I can't
I don't
remember.
know if it's explained.
Why are
Right.
they in the tuxedos?
Yeah.
I almost feel like it's just something I accepted.
I
just blindly.
No, they were on their way to something, weren't they?
Wait, because there was a reason why. Because
Yeah,
Mark, he
yeah.
cleaned up.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
reason
Yeah.
for it.
Oh, where were they going though?
I don't know
You
if
know,
they
it doesn't
say
even
I don't think
matter,
they
to
say
be
where
honest.
they're
They
going.
might not.
Doesn't even matter where they're going. Why are you playing football in a tuxedo?
Why not?
Because
they
it's
ha-
the proper attire.
They
Give
had
me-
some
give me a reason
extra
right now.
time.
I've never been in a
Wedding?
tuxedo and felt flexible enough to play football.
I'm sorry.
Well, I mean,
for
what
that,
about
but
playing catch?
I was about to say, could you play catch?
I could play. Have you ever thought about maybe that's why they're only playing catch?
Well, now we have to think
Well,
back.
okay, hold
is
on.
the tuxedos the first football scene?
No.
No,
No, it's
no.
not.
We've
Exactly.
missed some
No.
alley scenes. We're missing a couple scenes
Oh,
here.
man.
Yeah.
We're missing a lot of scenes here. This is,
It's definitely not the
like we
first.
said, it's a train wreck right now. But hey, we're
Right. They play on the rooftop. They play in the alley.
rooftop. They're going everywhere, dude. We're going everywhere. They're going everywhere. It
So,
doesn't
yeah.
even
There are
matter.
people there.
Movie
There's
doesn't
football
know where
people.
to go.
Yeah.
That's why it's perfect.
So they're at the party. No, we missed a scene. Hold on.
Yeah, you can probably say that until we get
Right.
back to the beginning of it.
Or even with the party. Remember with the balloon? You just fuck this balloon.
Oh, dude, it's
Yeah.
the loudest sound effect in
Right?
the world when he
just
hits it. It's
it definitely hits a mic. just
that's
like,
my
why?
favorite part, dude.
There's like 4 locations in the movie, and we still can't manage to get this right.
No.
Neither
No.
could they, though.
No, that's
That's the glory. It is literally the most. Reading the book, it's the
so
most inexperienced, convoluted man at the helm, which led to the most convoluted film ever.
Yeah.
What they even didn't they like they did the scene in the alleyway with they did just so many scenes like in weird orders too.
Well, yeah.
Which
I
guess
think
isn't
that was the first scene they filmed.
Right.
Was the Denny and Chris R.
right.
So,
Imagine that being the first scene being Denny. Imagine. I couldn't.
Well, it was the one that was cut. That's why it was the first
Right.
scene of the film. It didn't go too well.
That is traumatizing.
Yeah. Gosh.
Our podcast is also sponsored by Little Ox Tech, building cost-efficient websites for businesses, creators, or even podcasts like ours. Little Ox Tech is ready to get the perfect solution ready for you. Visit littleox.tech today to get 33% off if you mention this podcast. Little Ox Tech, a website for your whatever.
All right, let's move on. Okay, so
at the birthday-
there's the birthday party, which is kind
Yep.
of towards the third act of the film.
Yeah,
It's
for
basically
sure.
the birthday party.
Essentially, yeah.
They find out that they're expecting.
They are expecting, and then that's when Tommy and Mark have the big old fight.
Oh yeah, don't touch me,
motherfucker.
Yeah, don't touch me, mother.
Because throughout
Get
the
out,
film,
get out.
Tommy and
Get
Mark
out
have
of
been
my
fighting.
life.
Because
Yeah.
Tommy, suspects Mark of cheating on him, and Mark
Yeah.
is
Cheating on him?
Oh,
cheating relationships. I mean, it's Greg and
Could be.
That's the secret plot of the room right there.
Right.
That's
Right.
I love
fed
you
up
like a
with this
brother.
world.
And then after the birthday party is when he starts smashing shit.
yeah.
Mhm. Well,
Yeah.
because her expecting was a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And
then
then-
he reveals he was recording it. It's like,
Yeah, on the telephone recorder.
right.
Mhm. The telephone.
Fucking fax machine. or whatever.
He's so high tech.
It's like cassette player. Yeah.
God.
I mean, it worked. You heard it perfectly clear. You knew what's going on.
That's true.
Betrayed. And he's like, get out.
And she put it into a recorder and play at this exact moment it needed to
Right.
be.
Convenient.
He just starts throwing the TV.
That's just
fucking
yeah, that poor
everything he
CRT.
can.
Like it's
There was no chance.
and it's just like the framing of it too. Just
No chance.
CRT dropping.
right.
Can't forget the red sheet at the end.
Oh, the dress.
Oh, the red
Oh,
sheet.
yeah.
He's like, oh.
He's like,
He just goes full on with that
Yep.
dress. It's just,
Oh. Well, wait, what sexy red dress?
what
Yeah.
dress?
What lights?
what music?
God,
What
another
candles?
fun thing from the theater.
Yeah.
The scene where Mark's like, the
Being seduced.
red dress, the candles, the sexy music.
Right,
or-
he's like-
yeah,
the
Sexy
candles, the music, the sexy dress. What's going on here?
there's none of any of
There's
those
nothing.
three.
Right? Nothing. No.
So poorly done.
So then Johnny shoots himself, right?
Sure does.
Yeah.
Yep.
And a glorious edited scene.
Right.
Yep.
God, forgive me.
Forgive
And then
me.
unnecessary slow mo into.
Yeah. And then everyone runs up and like Denny jumps on his body and he's like, "Are you okay?"
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, and Mark is like, let him be with them. Go. You don't have me.
God, it's so bad.
You know what scene we missed was when Tommy goes out onto the rooftop with Mark
Oh.
and he has his
Oh.
water bottle.
Oh yeah.
A scene that took like 60 times. to
Yeah.
record.
Probably the best scene.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's most
the
famous.
ones
Well,
that's
one of
most
the most
memeable,
fam-
the
most
most
memeable scene,
yeah,
yeah.
most memeable, probably most known. I
What
did
is
not
the thing
hit
they do
her,
in
I did
Disaster
not.
Artist where they'll say it together to make sure they get the line right?
Yeah.
It was great.
God,
Like
yeah.
genuinely, like maybe like 70
Hi,
total.
Mark.
I did not hit her.
I did,
Did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark. And then throws the water bottle.
Well, the water bottle was what kept him in focus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Well, there was also Mark's weird story. Do you guys remember that?
Oh,
Where he's
the girl gets
Oh,
beaten up.
yeah.
It's so bad.
Well,
Yeah, on a hospital on Guerrero
Guerrero
Street.
Street.
Well, that was a
What a story, Mark.
What a story.
well, that
Mark.
was a shot right at Tommy Wiseau, because Guerrero Street was where Tommy's house was, like back
Oh,
in the day.
interesting.
So they were trying. He was like saying something really heavy, and Tommy was laughing every time. He's like, "This motherfucker, he shouldn't be laughing to what I'm saying to him."
Yeah.
So he ad-libbed that in like a couple takes in, and Tommy was like, "Huh." Why you fucking talk about my house? He had like such a stigma about like his own personal stuff that
Oh,
Greg
yeah.
knew. So that's what like finally got that scene where he's like, huh? Because I think that's the one they used, the take
Right.
where he said the Guerrero
Yeah.
Street. He's like, oh, okay.
What a
Oh,
story,
and
Mark.
it's kind of how he should have
Yeah.
reacted. So he had to
What a
pull-
story, Mark.
Exactly. Perfect. It's a perfect use of that meme for there.
Well, I also want to talk about the fact that it was found by, like some dudes just like trolling the internet, one of which being Scott Gardner, who they show in the book, but he's on another podcast The Ride, which I listen to, but he's one of the ones that made it rise to fame just through, trolling on the internet, networking,
putting it out.
Yeah, putting it out
Creating
there.
a meme.
Yeah, basically. So I mean, shout out to that, because really this is just is just a treat.
That's how I got to my exposure. Through that, they bugged Doug Walker, the nostalgia critic.
Yeah.
And that was my first interaction with The Room, was that video way back in the day. One of our buddies showed it to us. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, what the fuck is this piece of shit?
Yeah,
That's what
basically.
started it all.
And then you see that was back when you could watch it on YouTube in like 4 parts at like 240p.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
And then we went to watch it in the theater, and then we bought it, and then just a general obsession with the mysteriousness that is Tommy Wiseau,
And then the book came out like 2013 or 2012,
somewhere
in that range.
around there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like the perfect time to like
yeah, it was like right when we were getting into it.
keep the intrigue going. Then we saw Tommy Wiseau's other film.
Oh, The House That Drips Blood on Alex.
Yep, the other short film.
Oh, good God, this is a good one.
This is a good way
let's
to
have
transition.
a small aside for the House That Drips Blood on Alex.
So The House That Drips Blood on Alex is like 11-minute short film. It starts off, he's in a theater. There's like 2 girls about to watch a movie. Tommy Wiseau's there. He's just like, oh, hey, let me tell you a story. And then he's like, okay.
This was a true story.
It's a very true story. And then it's him, and he's buying a house on Blood Street. Not Blood Street, is Blood Street. And then he's signing like a deal with, it's supposed to be like the devil.
Yeah.
And then he moves into the house. The house like immediately drips blood on him when he walks in. He's like setting up his IKEA furniture, and his buddy walks in with a fucking pizza party.
Got a pizza party.
Got a pizza party.
But it's like a Taco Bell, like,
Yeah, it's a Taco
takeout
Bell
box.
12 taco party
Right.
box. I know that box well.
I brought the pizza party.
I brought the pizza party, but it's really a taco
Put it over
party.
there.
And then he has him put it over there, and then he's
he's
like,
like,
hey, bro, I think your house is like fucked up. And he's like, no, there's no such thing as a shit house, Thomas. And then he's like, well, I think you should go check it out with the realtor or whatever, whoever you bought the house with. And
he
then
can't
he goes
find
back.
the realtor.
Yeah, the realtor's gone.
Yeah.
Nowhere to be found.
And he's like, are you sure this is his office? And he's like, there's no such thing as a shit office,
Thomas.
Thomas.
Yeah, no such thing as a shit office or a shit house. And then he goes back, and he's like looking in his house, and he's trying to find like where the blood's coming from. He
The
goes
blood.
up- the blood.
Blood.
And then he goes up into the attic, and then he sees himself dead in the attic.
And just screams.
As a really.
And he's
Oh,
like,
you forgot about the flashlight. When he's trying to go up there, and he's like,
he's like,
oh,
he's
yeah,
like Scooby doing
walking,
it, but
yeah,
like,
he's like walking with the flash,
Yeah.
right.
waving it left and right, back and forth.
even though it's like 3 feet he's looking
know,
at,
right?
he's like,
Right.
where is it?
His eyes closed. Just okay. Yep. Good.
Too good.
It's his own blood dripping on him.
But no,
Yeah.
yeah, that was our second exposure to the Tommy
It's
films.
just so good, dude. It's just
Well,
his
then it goes
acting
back
is
to the
such a
movie
gem.
theater, and it's like the worst prop skeleton you've
Oh my
ever
God.
seen.
Yeah, and it's the girls look over and they're like, ah!
And for some reason, it's wearing like a sailor outfit, if I remember right.
Yeah, and it's got fake Tommy wig
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so bad, but it's so good.
what makes it so
It's a
great.
glorious 11 minutes that you can find on the internet.
Yeah,
You will
it's
not
on-
regret it.
Yeah, I think it's on Vimeo. It was made
It
by
is.
Machinima, which they actually did the next thing we'll talk about, the Tommy
Tommy
Wiseau
We Show.
We were watching a couple episodes of that earlier.
God.
And so it starts off. It's just him on a spaceship playing fucking video games
With
for
an
an alien.
alien.
On a PS3, he's playing Mortal Kombat. He's playing Dead Space. He's playing like
Duke Nukem Forever.
Duke Nukem for.
Played
Like,
Dark
why?
Souls.
Yeah, he
towards
did
the
play
end
Dark
there.
Souls. Yeah.
I didn't see the
He
Dark
actually
Souls.
got surprisingly
Dude,
further
he
than
got
we expected.
So we're
Probably got
big Dark
further than
Souls
me.
boys. I didn't know if he was gonna make it first out of the cell in the very beginning.
Yeah.
He made it out of the cell. I'm like, okay, can he get to the bonfire? He got to the bonfire, lit it. I was curious if he knew how to open the door. He was in front of the door for like 30 seconds.
No
And then
joke.
it's the first boss.
Oh my. Yeah, I know that first boss.
And then I was surprised because after a couple minutes, he actually found the side room where you're supposed to go, and then the episode ended. I'm like,
Right.
he got further than I thought he would get.
Wow.
That's really impressive, actually.
That is,
Yeah.
yeah, for being
Because the Duke Nukem one was just him walking into a wall for like 9 minutes,
And then
and the
watching
alien's
a
like, "Look
striptease.
up, look up."
And then the alien even goes like, "You are doing extremely poorly this round. Like you are doing really shitty."
Like you were bad in Dead Space 2, but
Yeah, Dead Space
Yeah.
2, he didn't make it more than 10 feet.
yeah, I don't think he never left the first room.
No.
Just a montage of him dying like 80 times.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
It's like he's like, how do I run? Help me, alien. It's like it tells you on the screen.
yeah.
it's like
Pretty
right
much,
bumper
dude.
to
And
run.
The best part is it calls him like the best gamer of all time, like right in the
Right.
intro.
You're
And then
using this to
it
test
shows
your
like
skills.
it shows his little ship and then this little yellow portal thing, and then it
Oh,
shows him
no.
going like, "Woo!" And then he like goes down
And
the
he's
little
home.
portal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh, it's so good. God, if you got 6 minutes, just watch one of
Yeah.
those.
They're short. It's worth the watch.
Yeah, it's just like if you don't understand Tommy Wiseau and why we like him by now, just
That
go
was-
watch like that 6 6
No,
minute
watch The
video.
House That Drips Blood on Alex. That's
The
a
House
good,
That Drips
yeah.
Blood on Alex is a better one. That is
Yeah.
like if you were to condense the room in like 11 minutes, you'd get about the same kind of deal.
Just without all the sex.
Yeah, yeah, you're missing the good sex
You're missing
scenes.
Greg?
You're missing
And
a lot of
probably-
Tommy Wiseau.
Probably a
Wow.
better pizza. I bet the pizza party was better than that, like artichoke
Oh,
pineapple
Okay,
monstrosity.
okay, yeah, let's talk about the pizza party versus the WTF special. What would you guys order? I'd order the WTF special over the pizza party
The
because
pizza party.
that pizza party. What kind of pizza you fitting in a box that size, bro?
20 tacos.
You haven't seen the
20 tacos. I'll take the 20 tacos.
Taco flavored.
no, you
Pizza
haven't
flavored
seen the
tacos?
No.
Pizza Hut pizzas that are square.
Okay, so you're fitting that.
Oh
and
no,
some
you're right.
breadsticks and some dips, and that's the
You're
pizza
not fitting
party.
all that in a fucking box.
Yes, dude,
You
because you
could.
stack it up.
It's a
So you
pizza
got the
party.
little rectangle pizza, you got the breadsticks laying atop, and then you got the dips on either side.
Okay.
And that's why it's a party for you and your friend.
All right, I can see
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. It's like a
Yeah,
2
John,
for 20
he's
deal.
done his research. He knows.
He's
Yep.
done it. He's done
And
it.
you bring over a little 2-liter too, but he left that in the car probably.
Probably.
Pizza party pack. Totino's.
Totino's?
There you go.
There-
I
you fit a
will
couple
admit
Totino's in
this.
there.
I rock with a Totino's, okay? I've
It's the
lived
Totino's
that dollar
pizza
pizza,
party.
life. I know it and I love it. All right? I love it.
Some basil.
God.
The 3 meat like
There's the pizza box.
special one
There
is
it
really
is.
good. Wow.
That's what
They
he brought
even
over,
have
dude.
French fries in there?
Yeah.
French fries, wings.
Oh, you know what? We need to talk about Pizza Hut wings, like a whole episode.
Just
Like, hold
Wing
on.
Street.
Well, because they had a whole thing where
I
like
say
they
we just do
suddenly
an episode
changed the
on
recipe.
wings.
Yeah.
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 You know the thing about the recipe yet?
We're doing an episode on wings.
I
I
So-
smoked wings last weekend.
Well, maybe I do, and I just can't. I
Wow.
might just not be able to remember.
They
right now.
changed the recipe. Like for the first like 15 years of our life, it was a good recipe. The Pizza Hut wings were good. And then they ended
Okay.
up just being sugary and weird, and
I think I get.
What
that.
a story, John.
it's a thing in my life. We'll come back to it.
There's no such thing as a shit wing, John. I couldn't decide if I wanted to use your name or Mark. I'm sorry.
You
Or
got it.
Thomas. I don't know.
What do you
Whose
want to do
names?
with your life, John?
Where's my fucking money?
Oh,
No, be here
Nice
in 5
echo.
fucking minutes. I mean,
God.
5 minutes because he doesn't say fucking. That's
no.
sorry.
The alley scenes. We didn't really talk about the alley scenes too much.
Or how about the fact
We did a
that
little
they
bit,
they
but-
made a makeshift alley when they had an alley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they did.
They made an alley when they could have just gone
And
Right.
to the alley.
the couple
Film.
that's having sex, we need to give them a little bit more time here.
Oh yeah, just the friends.
Oh,
and
what
just-
what did he say? His under
me underwears.
Me underwears.
Yeah.
Before
Because,
he gets
you know,
shoved into a
chocolate.
trash can very
Yeah.
violently.
Yeah, the chocolate.
What's the chocolate is the flavor of love? Or
Yeah.
what's it?
Symbol- no,
The
symbol of
Symbol
love.
of
Symbol
love.
of love. Yeah.
Did you know that chocolate? I can't even do it. It's
Symbol
so
of
dumb.
love.
His
Forgot
face he
me
makes towards
underwears.
the end of that scene too. He's
Like he's trying to be like slick with Claudette and be like, "Oh, hey, let's talk about this thing. Let me get my underwear real quick."
Right.
Caught.
Man.
Also, how old were they supposed to be?
Dude.
No one knows.
No
Right,
one-
and it's,
No one knows.
it's,
They
uh,
look like they're they're.
Mid-
I feel like they were supposed to
They're
be like
full
Lisa's
house
age.
age.
Yeah.
Like that.
that whole episode is like when you're playing Faz and you're trying to ask the ghost how old are you. You're just waiting for an answer, but you'll never get a
Right.
reply. Just
What about when not Chris R. Mark holds Peter over the edge when he's
Oh,
on
on the
top of the
rooftop.
building, and because Peter confronts him and he's like, "Hey, man, what you're doing is actually really fucked up." And then he's like, "Ugh," and then he's like, "You gotta lay off that devil's lettuce, man. You're attacking me."
Yeah. Because it's just a bit of weed.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then he's just like sitting there. He's like smoking. He looks all angry, and then all of a sudden he fucking almost kills Peter and throws him off the building. He's like, ah!
The scene just comes out of nowhere.
I know it comes out
So
of
much
left field.
hostility.
Yeah,
Just like that conversation there. God.
Yeah.
Which basically segues onto after the House of Drips Blood on Alex and the time we show in the book releasing, we get news that there's gonna be a movie
Yep.
for the book with the Francos. Yeah, you know.
yeah,
And then they just I've read the book. Brandon, you've read the book.
yep. That is
John,
my
have you-
copy of the book.
I have not read the book.
But have you seen the movie?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And
I
I've
know
read
you've
like
seen the movie.
an hour or an hour. I read like probably like the first like third of the book, I think.
Okay.
But very little recollection, and I've seen the movie.
If you were to do it now and reread it, I suggest the audiobook.
Yeah, I do have that. Yeah.
worth it.
'Cause that's
Greg
how I knew that,
Sestero
Greg.
doing the voice.
That's how I knew, because like you told me
Is
about that, and that's why I got the
perfect.
audiobook. That was
Yes.
I was sold right there. I'm like, oh, perfect Tommy impersonation.
yeah,
sold.
it's Greg and Tommy the entire time. It is great.
Well, speaking of Greg and Tommy, dude, Best Friends is. I'm tossed, man. Best Friends Part 1 or The Room, which is
Really, you like
Oh,
Best
The
Friends Part
Room.
1 that most?
Really?
The Room, no question.
just the weird ass cinematography and the music. Like, can we talk about how the leveling, like with the audio, was just fucked that whole movie? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, the leveling is really bad. You know who did the music was one of the members of Imagine Dragons.
yeah, the music was
Really?
actually kind of interesting.
Yeah,
like,
for Best Friends Part 1.
Huh.
And I think
Yeah.
Part 2.
Interesting.
But I mean, the cinematography was really good.
You
The
can
music
tell
was
it
really
definitely
good. The
wasn't
leveling was
Directed
trash.
by
The
Tommy.
directing was trash, and the acting was trash. I mean,
But yeah.
it's all right. Rick
Yeah.
Edwards, we'll get to him.
Oh,
However,
God.
we'll talk about Part 1 first.
What about Disaster Artist? Am I gonna go anything further than that?
Well, we can
Want
bounce
to
back
go bounce
to
back to it?
Man,
Yeah.
I'm just bouncing around. There's so
Right.
much with him. I'm just so.
because it basically everything adds on to the next. You have the
Yeah,
room as
that's
your
true.
foundation. House of Drips Blood on Alex. We show it's all just like
Mm.
without
True.
without the room you have nothing.
The Room is a place where you can come together. Isn't
where
there
you
like a
hang out.
documentary thing? Where he's like saying that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think on on one of the
Well,
special features, because
it-
we definitely
yeah.
watched all of them. I
It's-
forgot to we forgot to rewatch all that too. That would
Yeah,
Special features.
Yeah,
It's a
because they're
place where
all
you can
worth
come
it.
and that's what this pod is essentially.
A place where you can come and relax.
Yep.
This podcast is The Room. We're filmed in a room.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's called the room because everything takes place in that room.
But it's
Johnny's
like
bedroom.
it's like the whole house though, because they
It
fuck
really
on the
is.
stairwell.
It's
like,
the fucking coffee shop. It's the
the Claudette scenes are in the living room. Denny's scenes are in the living room. The rooftop, the alleyway, San
The
Francisco
park.
in general,
I think
the
it's
flower
supposed to be more
shop.
like a theater.
Oh, we didn't
Everything,
talk
you
about
know,
the Isney store.
Oh yeah, the Disney store and the park,
Yep.
the park where they're throwing the football and.
I've actually
Right.
been to that park in real life. That is a beautiful park, dude.
Really? Did you throw
As-
football there?
No, I was
You didn't do it.
it's
Right?
like
Missed
years
opportunity.
before I saw the room.
Oh,
Missed opportunity.
before you were awakened.
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't want to go back to that. Because like my whole memory of like San Francisco, which is like beloved in my childhood, I immediately think of the room now. Like, dude, it's kind of tainted.
Or Sonic Adventure 2.
The room.
Yeah.
Room. Oh, the music's in my head now. Damn it.
Yep, of course.
Well,
Yep.
quick rundown of best friends. Greg Sestero wakes up with blood on him. He's homeless.
But it's not from the house. The gyps.
It's not. No, it's not
No,
the same blood.
It's not the same blood.
You don't know
Not the
whose
same
blood it is at
You
this
don't
point.
know whose blood. He's walking around. He's looking for something to do. I guess money. I don't know. And he runs into Tommy, I don't know the character name, so I'm just going by the actor.
Harvey.
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 And he
he's
says, "You're
John.
not just gonna stand there like Statue of Liberty."
Yeah. And then he brings him into work, and he works in a mortuary, and he's working on dead bodies.
To make them look beautiful.
Yeah, he's gonna make them look like
New
Tupac
faces.
Shakur
Or
Marlon Brando.
or Marlon Brando.
James
yeah,
Dean.
James Dean. Yeah, any one of those on the same guy. You
Yep.
can make the same guy look like any one of those.
I just like his little like things he makes. Like, I don't know if that's actually part of the process.
Masks?
Yeah.
I have no idea. to be
Kind
honest.
of like
Is it?
It depends on how how fucked up the body is. They have to
Interesting.
repair the body enough for a funeral. If they're doing
If
like
you
an
go
open
open
casket or
casket.
something.
Well, see, I always thought like, okay, this is gonna go down a really morbid road. I always thought they
Well,
would
the
do a
movie
closed
goes down.
casket in that case, but
Well, I mean, the movie goes kind of.
Well,
it
it could be
depends. If it's so
let's say,
bad, then
it's not. It's bad, but it's not super bad. Like it's fixable.
Yeah.
And the family wants an open casket. They could
Yeah.
I see.
just require the services of someone like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So he fixes up bodies, and then he hires on Greg, who then he fucking starts stealing the teeth and gold fillings out of people and selling them to a dentist.
It's like a really weird fucking version of Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
Kinda.
yeah.
he finds
Yeah.
I can do
kinda.
that. He goes to his
the
dentist.
whole
at-
apprentice thing too. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's like an apprenticeship there. But he starts selling the teeth to a dentist, and then he tries to bring Tommy in on it. He's like, hey, man, like, I'm selling these teeth. I feel really bad about it. I want to like, get you in on the cut, you know? And he's kind of like, oh, man, that's kind of fucked up. You were stealing from me? Like, I don't know how I feel about that. And then he gives in. He starts getting the money, and then they're
you
like,
talk about where they store the money, and he opens it.
we have to talk about
He's
that.
got a fucking ATM in there, and
A
he goes,
fucking
"What
ATM.
a great place to put money."
Right? You think it charges him every time he pulls out? It like charges him like $3 every time he pulls
Who
out.
does that money
from
go
there.
to? The bank.
Himself.
So real quick,
He's making money
You know when
every
he's
time
like
Greg pulls
he's
out money.
conflicted on like how he's gonna tell Tommy because he keeps or Harvey how he's gonna tell him like he stole from him, but he's like trying to bring him on the business
Yeah,
venture.
yeah, and he writes the note.
He freaking speaks French in that scene.
What
when
does he
he-
say?
Oh, yeah.
But it's you understand life. It's from
Yes.
the room.
Yep.
He regurgitates that phrase, but in French. So
Yes,
it's like
he
hidden. It's
yells
like an
it.
Easter egg within the movie.
Oh my god!
But I think he breaks it.
Kinda like
I
the
think it was
basketball.
ad-libbed.
So
Yes.
they throw the basketball
Yep.
back and forth. That is definitely a throwback to the room.
Oh, real quick. Tu comprends la vie? That's how you.
Tu comprends la vie?
That's how you say you understand life in French,
Could we talk about right before that line with the oranges?
right?
If
Yeah,
you
it's
end
like-
up in a prison, I can't do anything. I can't bail you out. The most I can do is send you some oranges.
Oranges. And then immediately follows speaks French out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Tu comprends la vie?
I don't even know if he could send him oranges though.
No.
I don't
Why
think
could
that's
you
the thing.
You can't even bring fucking citrus across a state
Nope.
line, bro.
Right.
Like,
Or as we talked about
What?
earlier, you can't bring ham.
yeah, or bologna. We said bologna. Yeah, bologna.
No.
Bologna?
Bologna and citrus, so you
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to bring that. I mean, maybe you can bring the WTF pizza combo from Domino's.
Right.
It's called the
What foods can you mail? Chocolates, cookies, hard candies, and homemade sweets such as pralines and toffee.
Are safe.
Condiments, seasoning. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, it's not more about what you can mail. It's like what can you bring to a prison.
Do you
Yeah.
think they could make the Tommy White sauce?
Yes.
I need that, like a hot sauce based on Tommy Wiseau.
What would it be?
Shut the fuck up!
what?
No, I'm just
Oh.
neighbors. You can hear 'em.
Oh, I thought you were reading about the
Yeah.
citrus
I'm
that
just
Shane pulled up
joking.
here. This is interesting. The
The
entire.
Oh,
Oh no, we'll read one line for each other. You go ahead.
You go. You
No, it's
start.
all right.
You start.
Okay, the entire state of Florida is quarantined for citrus canker.
Citrus fruit from Florida is permitted to be shipped to all U.S. states and territories, including AC, CA,
No,
Hi.
no. Read the state name.
Don't short it.
Arizona, California,
Yep.
Hawaii,
Louisiana.
Texas, Louisiana,
There you go.
America,
There you
Samoa,
go.
Guam,
There's like 5 tropical states in the
North
country, and you missed one. Like,
North Mariana Islands, Puerto Rico, and Virgin Islands of the United States, provided the fruit.
what?
Why was my sentence so much more than yours?
Provided the fruit won.
What
Did
the
fruit
fuck
win?
was that? Why did I have a paragraph? Why'd you have a sentence? No. I'm the one with a beer in my hand. You got a sarsaparilla. You can handle the
Okay.
paragraph
Don't-
better
don't-
than I
don't-
can.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Right.
I'm
Don't
hating,
hate the
I'm
citrus.
hating the player, and the player is me. All right?
Don't hate the citrus. Hate the rule where you can't bring it to prison.
God.
Can't bring bologna or citrus. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
I don't know.
You can bring the room, though. So I'm
Suffer.
all right.
Yeah. So anyway, they go inside. For some reason, Harvey insists on frisking everyone, but he inappropriately for the dude they're meeting with. For some reason, brings 2 women with
Yeah,
him.
I don't know.
They have no business of being there,
No.
other than they just found like attractive female actors. Like,
Yep.
and Tommy needs to frisk them. And
Well-
it's like, what?
Let's talk about the guy that's there, too. So that was all improv,
Yeah.
and Tommy definitely made them feel uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, that was weird. That was
He's like, who the fuck are you? Like,
What did the guy call him? A goblin?
Yeah, goblin. He said, "You goblin looking." Like, it's like he's not wrong.
Right?
Oh, and then he gives Greg like a mask of his own face. He's
Yeah.
like, "I made your face," and
It's
he's like,
can I have it?
"Can I have it?"
He's like, yes, you're a guest here.
And that's
Yeah.
for you.
I made this for you. This is,
terrifying.
and then it goes like, "This is art."
Right?
God.
Oh, the weird COVID imagery. Did you guys catch how like the random statues in there were all wearing medical
Oh, yeah.
masks?
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't.
Yeah, they even have one scene where they pan up and it's like a gold statue. It
Yeah.
has like a blue cloth mask over it.
I never
Ahead of
even
its
acknowledged
time.
it the first time. Yeah.
Ahead of its time.
Terrifying.
Right?
So at the end of Best Friends Part 1, Tommy Wiseau gets shoved off a cliff.
Hold on, we need 2 minutes to explain that. Hold on, we need 2 minutes. So, where did we leave off with the frisking?
No, yeah, because
Yeah, because
Okay.
they meet. Oh,
They're
it's Andre,
selling-
I think his name is.
Yeah.
right?
Andre, yeah.
they're selling all the gold to people. They're making money.
Yep.
It just
And-
these shady handoffs.
Yeah.
They do like a montage of them.
Greg
Right.
Sestero is now dating someone, and she doesn't want him hanging out with Tommy too much.
I would understand that
her name?
as yeah.
I don't know.
Why?
Greg's girlfriend in the movie.
What do you mean?
You wouldn't want to hang out with Tommy?
Would your family member? So you go home to your family and you describe your new friend Tommy Wiseau,
Yeah, I say he's cool. He's rich.
and
he's
then
in
they
the
go and
movies.
they're interested and they go to meet him and he's like,
Oh, hi. So, oh, hi, Lisa.
It's Tracy. That was the girlfriend's name.
and you just can't
Tracy.
stop laughing like while they're trying to seriously talk to them. Like that happened in Best Friends too. Like she's trying to like hold a conversation. He's just like, oh,
Right. Just and she's
You
just
wouldn't
like,
wanna
is this really
talk to him?
happening?
I'd want to bring him to my family
and he
reunion.
makes like weird like sexist comments at her and stuff. Like,
Okay, that is one thing that, he makes,
Yeah.
He
we
makes
should all
weird
address
comments.
that.
He's
It's
not
like-
PC at
No.
all.
We don't agree with a lot
No,
of the
we
stuff he
don't agree
says. We
with
want to
Tommy
throw
Wiseau,
that out
like,
there.
yeah.
He makes a lot of sexist and a lot of racist jokes,
Yeah, we need
especially
to
in Tommy
strongly-
Wiseau. They just let him go fucking whatever he
Right.
wanted to say. He was saying it like
Yeah,
it was bad. But he's still a funny guy. We're still
not
gonna-
intentionally.
No, not intentionally. He's a meme. I
Yeah,
mean, he's a
he's
meme. Now he's intentionally trying to be funny, but even Best Friends was like his shot at being like serious, and he was still funny.
Still, yeah.
Yeah, really.
You
Like
know,
he can't. That is him. It's
Yeah,
never
no.
gonna go away.
he's shitty, but that's why we like him. But we don't really like him, but we like him.
We like the experience. Like
it's like a train wreck.
exactly.
Gotta
Just
watch.
can't look away.
No,
So his Greg Sestero's character, what's his name, John.
John.
His
Yeah.
girlfriend that Tommy was rude to or whatever. So they devise a plot to get the money back because Tommy Wiseau
It's
doesn't.
still
want-
on the ATM.
Yeah, still they
Yeah.
had overdraft fees. That's why they couldn't get it out. But so they devise a plot. They're gonna kill. They're gonna kill Tommy by tricking him into thinking that he's going on a road trip to see his favorite band, the Rolling Stones, and they go on like Microsoft Paint and they make these shitty fake tickets.
yeah. And then he finds out that they're fake halfway on the drive. He's like looking at it in the sun, and he's like,
And he says this weird line
fuck?
to pull over. He's like, "I have to piss so bad."
Right.
And
Yeah.
then he like gets out and
yeah, and
Goes
then
to the bathroom, comes back. He's like, oh, I'm gonna go on a walk.
yeah,
yeah, and then they just kind of leave him there.
yeah.
But they didn't intend to
strangle-
kill him. That
yeah.
wasn't the initial plan. That just happened.
Yeah.
That was. But,
But
you
they didn't-
don't know. You don't technically know that. Like you kind of know it from her reactions. Like, what'd you do after it happened?
Yeah,
But
true.
it was just like there was a preordained set of events that were gonna happen, but that kind of like changed it just
Escalated.
enough to make it the volume 2 to happen the way it did.
So Volume 2.
Tommy got pushed off the cliff.
Okay, so yeah, Tommy got pushed off the cliff. Volume
Supposedly
2.
dead.
Supposedly dead. You start off Volume 2. Greg Sestero's tied to like a radiator in handcuffs. He's bleeding. You don't know what the hell is going on. You're like, what? We just saw Tommy die. Tommy's obviously there in a fucking like
Crusader.
a Monty,
He's a
Crusader,
Crusader
Crusader
helmet.
helmet,
Yeah.
like Monty Python
And then
looking.
some of the previous imagery makes more sense.
It's
Like that's a weird
so
thing.
I
bad.
noticed that in the first part. Yeah,
because they call
Yeah.
attention to it in the second movie. Like after they show him in the Crusader out, because you see him like that. Like why is he wearing that? Like you want to be like he's weird, but no, there's actually more to it.
God.
But then you go and Greg and his girl go and try and like Tracy. They have to get away, so they go to what is it, like a hotel kind
Yeah,
of thing?
because they're going through because they're in Tucson,
And-
I think, and they're
Yeah.
heading to
Tombstone.
Colorado. Tombstone, that's right.
Tombstone.
Wait, hold on now.
Yeah.
Where are they?
They're heading
To Colorado?
to Colorado.
And they're in Tombstone?
Yeah, I don't know why they would go
What
that way.
the fuck?
The geography makes no sense.
No, dude, that's
question
horrible.
It.
That's
don't
the worst.
question it. Why would they go south, go north? You don't know why.
They're not even. It's like southeast though. Like they had like 3 opportunities
They went from
leaving
LA to Tombstone to Colorado. They made a V.
Okay,
It's a nice
Why,
place.
they want to sightsee.
that's all right.
While they're on the road.
Experience all of life has to offer.
You know, speaking of Tombstone, just a quick little advertisement. They actually have the world's largest rose tree.
Really?
Yep. So it was originally a rose bush they were gonna try to design as a trellis that you could walk under, but it did so well with the climate there, it just turned into a tree. It's the world's largest flowering rose.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of advertisements, here's ours. And back. Okay. So, yeah, no. I mean, I definitely...
Surprisingly natural, I gotta say. Oh.
Yeah, no. So, I mean, Best Friends Part 2, he's... I mean, we meet Rick Edwards.
Yep.
That's the best
That's
thing.
really-
And he's
the
also
best
named
part.
Rick in the movie.
I know, he's
Yep.
named Rick in the movie. Dude, this guy. Oh, my God.
Because you think Tommy's gone for part 2. How can it be crazy?
Dude,
Rick Edwards.
Rick Edwards is my hero now. Oh my god, dude. Like the shit that this guy says is just how I wish I could talk all the time.
And he's just like all over the place. Like he's like really on their side and being like, "Hey, you two kids," and then but he just like completely belittles John out of nowhere.
Yeah, and he's just like, "What's the password?" He's like, "FU 1982," and he's like, "FU 1982." He's like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck you
you.
1982." And it's just like, dude, I wish.
He
You know?
like throws a football at him, and for some reason it like nearly kills Greg Sestero's
dude.
character. Like,
Well, during his
the
dream.
the
or his
part
nightmare.
before, you see how hard he was throwing it at the wall
Yeah.
before, though.
well, he needed to hit the target.
Yeah, I know, but dude, he was throwing it really hard.
Yeah.
He was like 10 feet away, just like
He's putting his
hucking it.
Like
Yeah.
somewhere between like NFL and Uncle Rico. He was more towards NFL. Like,
Yeah.
like he
I
did
would
not just
say,
make
dude,
that
he's
reference.
shredded.
Yeah, he really did.
Thank you, John. That was good. That was solid.
But I mean, then you kind of notice that Rick is doing some fucked up shit.
Yep.
He's
Right.
making fun of John. He's starting to take advantage of him. He's starting to, just be kind of more, just in general, just a cock.
So really quick, who else? Well, I guess between me and you, right? That'd be the ones that watched it.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you catch on that he's not really the uncle? That he's like not related? Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I felt like it was super
Yeah,
obvious.
That was, yeah.
But
Yeah.
I was like, I just want to make sure like
He's
that.
banging the wife
it's
or the girlfriend.
totally not an uncle at all. Like
How
when I
many
first
times
saw
do you
him,
think I fucked her today?
I know.
5,
5,
6.
6,
I lost count.
headboard homicide.
Who the fuck?
That's
says
the
that?
best line I've ever heard in anything. Even
I
in
don't
like, dude, it
know.
beats any line I've ever heard in any porno ever. Like, this is
Probably
headboard homicide.
And he's just so proud of it.
Dude, that's like a shitty line off CSI right there.
I fucked her so hard it was almost a headboard homicide.
Right?
And
Like,
just here,
come on. Just the doors start playing out of nowhere.
Class is good. That's great.
That's about how Rick Edwards would be.
Yeah.
Or how about
So he's fucking the girlfriend.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
And they're basically conning him so that they can
Can
get the
the
money.
Why
Because
does
it's still in the ATM. They can't get it out, so they got to get the local.
Wait, they go to that.
Locksmith.
They go to that
Yeah.
locksmith, and that was like the weirdest
Dude, that
exchange
locksmith,
ever. Like
dude,
the
that
one guy comes out, and
he
he's
shows
just like,
up and it's like in slow motion. It's just this old dude. He looks like John Williams. He's rolling up. Slow motion.
and then like
dude,
supposedly
those
he walks there.
tight pants, he
tight
was wearing,
ass
too,
jeans.
dude.
And then it shows the back side of him. It is just showing his cheeks.
Just lifted.
Just lifted, bro. He's got long
I
fucking
didn't even notice that.
jeans
Why'd
up
you do this
there.
to me? No.
I
Yeah.
didn't
And
notice that either.
now I'm
And then he's
Oh,
got
watch
the
it again.
Hawaiian shirt.
but it's like all
Right.
unbuttoned and shit.
Yeah, what was
Yeah.
up with that? The Hawaiian. What the fuck?
And then he's like, "Well, I can crack your safe, but I'm gonna need my drink first.
right.
I can't crack it unless I drink my whole drink." And he's like, "I need what was it? What
It was
the drink?
whiskey. It was like
like
something
whiskey
super
on-
basic.
whiskey
yeah.
something,
Yeah,
whiskey
something,
on the
yeah.
rocks or some stupid shit."
And then he calls the guy.
And then he calls the guy. and He's like, "We got a golden eagle or golden
Right,
nest
he's
or
like,
some
"Get your
stupid shit."
ASAP.
Yeah, get here ASAP. And then some dude rolls up in a wife beater.
Right,
just like,
motorcycle from the
"Meh."
original shop. The dude that like awkwardly like leans back and
Yeah.
has like the head or the eyeglasses on, so you can like see up close, like with
Yep.
the gems and stuff, or like I guess for the saves.
And then the movie gets really intense. And
yeah, from
weird.
that point on, it just like that's when like pretty much
He-
everything's unveiled.
Yeah, so the guy on the motorcycle grabs the wife,
Tracy.
Yeah, Tracy, and takes her into like the bathroom, and almost cuts her ass.
Yeah, because he has this whole scene with her. It's like, yeah, I can know it's you, and it's like, but she's like, she genuinely doesn't know who he is.
Yeah,
and then he just like carts her off like into the house, and then the other two are stuck out there because the old dude's got a gun on him. It's this whole weird thing. It's like, what the hell is he gonna do? And he gets a knife on her, and then a mysterious gun comes from the doorway.
Yeah,
and just takes him out.
Yep.
2 shots.
And surprise.
And the other guy shows up, the old dude that was holding up the other two, and it's like, what happened? And then he gets taken out too. Just bye-bye, mystery hero.
Right.
Who could he be?
I wonder
no one
who.
knows.
No one knows.
Well, then they've revealed that it's just like The Room. It's a weird cheating situation, which makes me wonder that Tommy Wiseau has like a weird like
He just always feels betrayed by literally everybody.
Yeah.
or he has like a weird attitude towards like I don't know,
He
man.
definitely has a weird attitude towards women. If you haven't heard his Tommy Wiseau show,
Yeah.
he is definitely the sexist in that. It is.
And every woman is the
Can't
enemy.
vouch for him in there, but I like seeing him play video games with aliens. So
That is really good.
True. Yeah.
Dude, the Duke Nukem one, right? Like it has him trying to like, because in the game you're trying to piss or whatever,
that game is just something else.
and he was just getting impatient. He's like, "Oh, come on!" Like,
Like, come on. I just like the alien talking shit to him.
yeah,
Right.
You're literally looking at the ground.
It says what to do.
Just do it.
You think that's how they talked to him when he was directing?
Well, that's kind of reading the book. That is very much a Tommy.
Literally,
thing to
just
do.
aim the camera up, you fucking
Like,
dumbass.
just look up and move.
Come on.
Like,
Just up.
God.
And action. No, you turned the camera on. What the fuck, man? Like,
Well,
you
he
know,
wasn't
like,
a camera operator.
I know, but still.
That's about a good summary of
Yeah.
what his directing was like.
all right,
So we go back. It's best friends 2. So we're at that point. Those two guys are dead. And we don't quite know who it is.
Rick
But then-
Edwards and Greg have a little shootout.
Yeah, because it's revealed the whole like Rick and Tracy are together.
Yep.
And then it's this whole it finally is unveiled that this is the con. Like it's kind of you kind of understand it right before that, but then it's finally like officially revealed. Not related. They're just trying to con him. They have him handcuff, or Rick has him handcuff himself. Him being John, take him out like way out in the rocks, like out of nowhere, like middle of nowhere to kill him. And then the mysterious hero. It's definitely not Harvey. Just that starts taking shots at him, and then eventually John gets away because Harvey kills Rick, and there's this whole like heroic
so it is
thing.
Harvey.
It's definitely Harvey,
Yeah, it's got to be Harvey.
and with this whole freaking because I think he's wearing the Crusader helmet at that point, right?
Yeah.
So he does the whole thing, gets back, has the whole exchange with Tracy, and she's still trying to convince him, like, "Oh no, it's fate. We were meant to be together because we got this far, and like you survived." And then then Tommy, damn it, not Tommy, Harvey,
Harvey.
tries to his last ditch effort to be like, well, you can do what you want, but like I'm the one that's trying to help you. And then John finally wises up and is like, you know what? She's actually the enemy. I'm not blind. She's clearly the enemy here. And then they finally kind of leave. Then seemingly have this happy story because then Harvey was like trying to be the protector, the one to teach him the right thing to do. Because in the beginning,
he saw himself as some kind of like crusader.
yeah,
like you were saying.
because he was stalking him, but it was
Yeah.
it was the way at first it was like it was bad intent, but it was actually because he was trying to help him because they realized that the reason why he had the blood in the beginning of the movie, I think, on his left shoulder is because he tried to kill himself because he jumped off the bridge, and then the reason why the lemons were in the safe, which we didn't really talk about, but they were in the safe at certain points because we weren't sure if it was reality or if he's just having dreams or nightmare sequences. But it was like a symbolism because when he jumped off the bridge, the tree that saved him was a lemon tree.
Huh.
So when he says I could send you oranges in jail, do you think he meant he could send him lemons?
I thought so because when I first saw the lemons in the safe, I was like, dude, they realize those are lemons and
That was
oranges, right?
kind of a really fucked up way to mess with him, though.
Right?
What,
Isn't it
you
though?
say you're gonna send oranges and then you send a lemon and you're like, what the
Well,
fuck?
like
because
the
he
dude
knows-
tries
I
to
needed
kill
orange
himself,
juice.
has
So
an
then-
association mentally with like citrus. He's like, well, I can send you citrus.
Right? So he used that, right?
It's almost like Lenny likes Pop Tarts and Butterfly Effect.
Lenny
like,
does like Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, like
So then he does all that, and then and then Harvey forgives him, and then just shows up that apparently the one dude, what the hell was his name? Olmo? What was like? Because it was like that. It's the guy that's from. He's like director of photography and the disaster artist. He's also in.
I know who you're talking
I
about.
can't remember his
say the
name, but he was actually a realtor. He wasn't like
Yeah.
some sketchy person that that Harvey owed money to or anything. He was, because Harvey was trying to buy him a house. That's what the 300K was for. That like started all this events to try to take the money from Harvey, because he was thinking he was doing something shady and trying to take all the money from him. But it was actually just trying to get him a house and kind of give him a life and give him like a start and give him something. So he decides like, yo, you did all this stuff, you betrayed me, you tried to kill me. I'm gonna still give you everything that I wanted to give you because
He's still a better
He's a
person.
good
Because Tommy Wiseau has a weird obsession with being seen as righteous in everything
he
he
needs
does,
to be the hero.
and seeing like he's a victim in any relationship he has that's closely intimate to him.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how Tommy has like what, 2 houses, 3 houses, some shit like that.
He
He's
has
got like
a mass amount.
Oh, yeah,
he's
San
got a lot of
Francisco,
money,
one
and
in LA.
he's got one in San Francisco and LA for sure, because he would fly down for the filming, and then he had a separate house.
So he had money before he started production on all these.
Yeah.
For sure,
100%,
yeah,
yeah.
and
Like,
I'm pretty sure it's
in the
what
book,
from an
they talk-
accident.
amount of money.
In the book, they talk about like how much like Greg talks to like a bank or something that knows
Yeah.
Tommy's accounts. It's like, oh, that account is endless. That's how like she phrased it.
Yeah, because
Oh,
he was in a car accident, got a large lump sum of money. So that's kind of how he was able to get his start and start the
Yeah.
production company and
Reddit
like, buy
thread
the
of people
cameras. Yeah,
Trying to figure out where he got all his money from.
Reddit detectives.
but I mean, he's just an enigma.
Dude,
The man's a vampire and
I-
mystery.
I think so. He's probably like 600-700.
He says he's from New Orleans. He's definitely not from New
No,
Orleans.
no.
I think he's like European, probably.
Well, in the Disaster Artist, towards the end, Greg spins a story that's not
yeah, it's
true.
like a French boy or whatever.
Yeah, that it's basically it's a kid who, like in the story, he's like, this might not be true, but this is how I see Tommy's life. And he's like a poor French boy, moves to the South, learns,
Might be Polish, but it was never confirmed.
Yeah.
Where is that town that it says he was born in? The Poznari?
Probably Poland. No, Poznan.
Poznan?
I'm sure it's beautiful. Like,
Polish, yeah, it's
Yeah.
Poland. Yeah.
Like every town in like Europe is beautiful. So
yeah,
I'm
no,
sure.
that's kind of what I pegged him for. Was like a
Yeah.
Polish, like that's kind of what his accent
see that,
sounds like.
yeah.
He's like
It's a Eastern Europe. But
yeah,
I
definitely.
feel like
Eastern
he
Europe.
tries to change it. Well, he doesn't
He
change it.
tries.
It's consistent, but he's trying to do something with it,
Yeah.
His accent.
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
says he did confirm it in 2017.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Wow.
really?
From Europe. Grew up in Europe, and he was proud of it.
And I say he's proud to be an American.
He is proud of being American. I mean, wouldn't you be after all the success of The Room?
Right.
Dude.
You mean his litigation that funded the movie?
Yeah.
Okay, so then the best friends 2, it's seemingly super happy, and then the one dude that showed up that tried to kill Tracy wasn't actually dead. So he got shot, he was fine, he crawled out, he got to the motorcycle, and then he went off. And like seemingly never to be heard from again. But after the whole like nice scene, oh, this is your house, bye. The last scene of the movie is him showing up, and he's a two-faced motherfucker. His left side of his face is all like because of like the acid or whatever he brought over to get through into the safe, and it ends like that.
Yeah,
So
it's
just
on a cliffhanger.
it's just Harvey and John going into the house, and it's like he just shows up on the motorcycle. Cut.
Who
Why?
shows up? I didn't see the end of that one.
It's the guy from the safecracker, like from the black.
The guy who got
Yeah.
called in by the safecracker.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Muscle
just
down
shows
dude.
up like he's like the last thing that's seen on screen because he shows up to the
Fucking
house.
serious?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and his left side of his face is kind of melted because where he got shot at, he was carrying the 2 things of acid to get into the safe. Since the whole implication is like it fell on the floor, so when he got shot, it was like he was leaning on it, and then when he was crawling away and got to his motorcycle and left, when all that stuff was going on afterwards.
Yeah, like his face melts.
So then he comes back, and then it's like the implication that like does he kill them? But it's a cliffhanger. Like you don't know what happens.
They're trying to do like a part 3-ish.
I'm
I
pretty
doubt
sure
it. There's no way.
it
No way.
was.
It's an artistic choice.
I think
watched-
it's just meant to like leave it ambiguous because like, oh, maybe they're fine, or I feel like it's poorly done for
Yeah,
sure.
I think he watched Breaking Bad. I have this theory.
It does feel like the Breaking Bad
I have
ending.
that he watched Breaking Bad and he didn't realize he was being subconsciously influenced by it and then he just fucking remade Breaking Bad.
Kinda.
And then he just
Okay.
like wrote in random like Steinbeck references in there, like George and Lenny, and like those rock scenes that are clearly like
Yeah.
around Monterey. Like,
He did.
Huh.
I get where you're.
yeah,
No, I get that.
it's like, oh, okay, we get it.
Okay.
Like,
It's just Breaking Bad with Of Mice and Men.
Real quick, 'cause no one's done it yet.
oh, yep, we got a spoons.
Hey,
Spoons.
Yo!
Oh,
Sorry,
wait, spoon
Katie.
up there.
Yeah.
I missed it. Sorry, John.
Yeah. This is what you do if you go to the room in
You see
theaters.
spoons, you throw spoons.
What? Nailed it.
Our audio
Yay!
listeners that are like trying to have a peaceful drive to work are gonna be so concerned.
I
Like,
know. Whoa, ooh.
Oh,
Some
there we-
ASMR
I'm
spoons.
just curious what that would be.
I have one more left for later.
One more? One more? I spent all my spoons.
Well, we have a whole nother box.
I know.
too.
I'm just being sarcastic.
I mean,
Oh, gosh.
Tommy Wiseau is just
Dude,
a
it's-
legend.
Yeah,
yeah.
ever since I watched that first review outside of a house on a
You
really
can't-
early Android phone.
You can't watch him and not laugh. Like,
No.
it's just so bad that it's so good. Like, his acting, he's trying to be so sincere.
That's the thing. Yeah.
And he's just
need to
delivering it
emote.
with just such
Passion.
passion,
It's
but it's
the-
just not good.
No.
and it's
and it's
not even the
just-
broken English. It's like the
It's not the broken English. It's the delivery of the lines. It's
Yep.
the pacing. It's the just not having, like, it's just the poor acting in general.
And
it's
the
like
inappropriate
watching
reactions to
yeah,
situations where it's
inappropriate
supposed to
reactions. Yeah, it's just everything, dude. It's just, he's like not a human.
Yeah, right?
no, that's the thing.
Yeah,
It's
'cause he's
like
a vampire.
watching somebody from another planet make a movie.
And they
It's like,
make
oh,
a
it's like-
reference to that.
it's like
in,
a whole vampire.
Best Friends.
Yeah.
And he became vampire.
Yeah, he always mentions vampires
Yeah.
too. He has like
He's
a weird thing about
right?
vampires. Like,
I think he is a vampire.
He's a vampire.
Yeah,
and he's
he's-
really when he
he's
talks,
trying to
he's
hint
like,
to us.
That's a trick to talk
And his
like Tommy.
hair's
Just
dyed,
talk.
too.
Just talk.
Really?
They bring in out in the book that when Greg was over at Tommy's place, he would dye his hair. It would just be like the
Oh, yeah.
blackest black that he'd have
Mhm.
everywhere. He'd have these big gloves and just make a big old mess and stuff in the bathroom.
Yeah,
Huh.
I did read it. I read it. So I got to that part in the book.
Yeah,
his
it's pretty
high
early
heels
on.
in Best Friends.
In the book, they show, here, grab the book real quick. They have like different pictures with other people and
Around the set?
whatnot. Yeah,
Yeah.
like just kind of around the set, and you can kind of see how dark his hair always has been, though.
Just like onyx black.
Mhm.
Yeah, dude, like it's just like a portal of blackness.
Maybe
The
that's
room
the
heats
It's
up
secret.
also a
the
little
South
like Bob
Pole.
Dylan.
They brought the room to the South Pole.
So seeing that picture, that kind of reminded me. So they were touched. So I feel like what was the implication with because they brought up the Black Dahlia in Best Friends.
Yeah.
So is he supposed to be like the husband of the girl that was labeled the Black Dahlia?
Yeah, because he's like having like wine with
Was
her
her name
photo.
Elizabeth?
That
Is
would have been so long ago, though.
That's why it was
But
so
that's
confusing.
the thing, dude.
But-
He's hundreds of years old. Like,
Right. Well, because like
Guy's
watching
vampire.
it, like right before vampire.
Oh.
Right before like when they were talking about that, I'm like, is this the Black Dahlia? And then they literally just like say it. I'm
well,
like,
it's
what
just
the hell?
he has an excitement, I think, about like old like Hollywood movie culture and stuff.
Oh my god,
like,
Elizabeth! Oh my god, it is.
Yep. Yeah.
That's
There-
100%. He's implying he's the husband of her.
That's so stupid.
What the hell?
That doesn't make any
Did
sense.
she have a husband?
No, dude.
You know what's funny, though? He made an entire billboard for the room.
And it was up for years.
And I had an RSVP phone number. It's over at Highland Avenue, man. That's an expensive billboard to have to own.
But he had the money for it.
Even
hey,
that
here's a
picture,
picture.
I think that's in the movie.
Yeah, that is.
What the
That's the one.
crap? I'm so glad I brought this up. That is
So his-
It's
gnarly.
the guys that found it.
There's like a profile of his head, dude. That's just so interesting. Like,
Because I think they superimposed them in some of those photos. That is.
yeah.
What the fuck?
All right. I mean, he does have an obsession with Marlon Brando, James Dean.
James
Yeah,
Dean
yeah.
is his biggest influence. That's where you get the
You're tearing,
Tearing
me
me
apart.
You're tearing me
apart,
apart, Lisa.
Yeah, it's from Rebel
Yeah.
Without a Cause.
Yeah, Rebel Without a Cause. It's just a rip off of Rebel Without a Cause.
But all of his stuff is like weird, like allusions to like.
Old school Hollywood.
Exactly. Exactly.
I guess that makes sense. Why
Or
this
like
was
old California
imposed.
culture, like
Yeah.
Steinbeck.
That totally makes sense why this is imposed then direct, like
And-
where it has like it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't add or take away anything in the movie. It's just
Yep.
there.
And don't they drive all the way to James Dean's burial site?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Disaster
Like,
Artist.
yeah.
Yeah, because he's like, oh, want to go there one day. Let's go out now.
Let's go.
Well, we can't go right now. Let's just do
Let's
it.
just do it.
Yeah.
You
Just
talk
do
about
it.
one last thing. In Best Friends, they drive to Vegas and they take the fucking dirt road that doesn't exist.
I see.
I was gonna ask you that.
Yeah.
Is that
No,
it doesn't? Okay.
No.
There's no dirt road,
No,
brother.
dude.
Okay, I
You're
figured there
taking
wasn't,
a
but-
highway.
the 15
Right.
is like
What kind of stupid shit is that?
I figured it was fake, but
They
I'm-
hop in
I'm
Rick
not the one.
Edwards' sick ass car and just
I-
right.
cruise down the road that doesn't exist to Vegas and have a fantastic time.
oh when Greg Sestera's character is trying to say this like sad story, dude, that was a sad scene where they like jump him and stuff and they're like taking his stuff and they rip up the photo
Oh right.
and he's like actually like legit crying with like heavy tears. And then they go back to Tommy Wiseau and he's like, "Oh, look up in the sky. She's waving at you."
Right. Try to like
yeah.
make the scene seem like happier. It's like no, just
No,
let him
like
grieve
it
a
was
little bit.
weird, dude. Weird.
And then
Tone
fireworks
Greg's,
out of
Fireworks.
nowhere.
Greg's an alright
Oh.
actor.
He's actually
my
pretty
God.
decent.
So
he
when,
can play a mean Tommy Wiseau.
He can, he can
Yeah.
play a Tommy Wiseau better than fucking Tommy
Tommy.
can play.
it's impressive.
It's pretty.
He
yeah.
is way too good at doing that impersonation.
Yeah.
He's had years of practice, more than anybody else. He's the one guy who can put up with Tommy's shit.
That's true.
So do you remember the ATM? You remember,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The end of Best Friends 2 or Volume 2 when they pull up to the house, it's just like somehow connected in the trunk of the car. Did
What?
you see that? It's just like,
Well-
like at an angle coming out of the trunk, and there's like no zip ties, nothing
That's
connected to it.
Stupid, but yeah, they stole the ATM.
It killed me.
They stole the ATM.
Oh.
And they loaded it into the car, but yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
It's just funny, like I like that they put it in there because it's like at least like because I feel like people would be like, what happened to the money?
Yeah.
So like I feel like they put it in the scene just because of that, but they made no effort to make it believable. It made no sense for it to be sticking out.
Dude,
of the
I was
trunk
half
like that.
expecting when they introduced the ATM for Tommy to just pull out like 2 prepaid like cards and he's like, "Okay, go up to it and enter this pin." And like that's how they would get their money like in and out like
No, we had this whole convoluted tracking system to find it.
right. It was
Such-
worse,
He's such a genius.
dude.
Such genius. Anybody got any final comments about Tommy Wiseau?
Just no such thing as a shit pod.
There's no such thing as a shit pod, John.
no,
Ah.
there's not.
What's your guys' favorite Wiseau contribution to our wonderful world?
Oof.
Man, I think mine might have to be either. It's gonna go between The Room or The House That Drips Blood, just because The House That Drips Blood, like I said, it's like a concise intro to the Tommy Wiseau verse.
It really
Yeah,
is.
for sure.
Okay, the only thing that you don't get though is Greg Sestero,
True.
which
Is really
honestly
important.
is like yin and yang. Like that's why I kind of think The Room is really just his like creme de la creme, like
Yeah.
the perfect.
Has a healthy amount
His
of both
It's
of
got
them.
It's
a
just-
little bit of everything. He did everything, like as
Mm-hmm.
far as like directing, as far as like production, like his
Writing,
name's on all of
acting,
it. So you
yeah.
can really just like say like, oh yeah, that's
This
him.
is
Just
definitive
being
him.
Yeah, like that scene is definitely not good because of this. Like,
Nick, what do you think?
Well, my favorite thing in the whole Tommy Wiseau verse is definitely the audiobook version of The Disaster Artist. That's probably my favorite thing to go back and listen to, because just Greg talking about the story and his voice and everything. It's probably my favorite thing to go to in like the universe. But if I had the opportunity, a showing of The Room is still
Oh yes,
a showing of
the
The Room
top
is just
Perfect.
tier.
yeah.
post COVID, we gotta find one.
Dude, seriously.
I was gonna say I was wanting to host one because you can rent out a theater right now during COVID for like
Oh,
$100
yeah.
bucks.
I don't know about playing movies though. I think you have to do certain
I think
licensing.
Cinemark, I know the manager. I think we can do one at Cinemark because he likes The Room as well. So if we do
Alamo
one,
would probably do
we
one,
will
too.
we will do a Saturday Boys thing. We'll put like an email invite out there. We will get a room screening going. If we do, you are welcome to join.
We'll do it over Discord or something.
Yeah, COVID safe
Yes.
room screening.
Anthony, your favorite thing?
That's The Room.
The Room.
It's got to be The
It's
Room.
I can't. Everything's great, but The Room. Perfect.
It's creme de la creme.
John, any other
Probably the
contradiction?
house that
Drips Blood. You like
Yeah,
that a little
dude.
bit more?
Oh my god.
They're both just so good though.
I couldn't stop laughing at the House that Drips Blood though, dude. Like I was literally like just my lungs were hurting. Like
but it's
just-
like, you know what I mean by it's like The Room in 11 minutes.
but it's
It's everything that's good about Tommy.
rest room. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would enjoy that a little bit if it had Greg in it.
Yeah.
I think I
Yeah.
would probably for me it'd be more of a
I,
toss up between the two.
why did he get another guy to play the pizza party, motherfucker? Why didn't he just
Probably
get
Greg wasn't
Greg?
available.
That was pretty soon after the room started getting big. So Greg might have been off doing stuff.
That's
Right.
true.
It was kind of before.
Like I wonder
it
if
really
they
got
just
big.
didn't like. Well, because like how long after or how long did it take before like
They did that in like
Before they got the-
2011.
before
Yeah.
they like were on better terms? Because I don't know how much that's true. Like how because at the end of the disaster artist, how they were.
They
kind
were
of,
a
like-
little off terms for a little bit from what
Yeah.
I read. And
So I
then
wonder
they
if
got
that's the
back
reason.
on it after the room got popular. Because like at first, once they first put it out, they were like kind of upset with each other because it wasn't like it flopped. Like initially, it
flopped
was
hard.
like it was
Like
a
the-
flop until the guys that I
That's-
mentioned earlier found it and
Yeah.
rebirthed it.
That's the biggest issue I have with the ending of the movie version of Disaster Artist. It's a
It's-
better movie ending,
Yeah.
but it's not the way it happened.
No, they at the
So-
end of the movie they all pray like kind of like
They
They,
were
they
super
became
happy,
the internet
loved
for
it.
a minute
yeah
and
Yeah.
pretend to love it.
yeah
But they skipped about 6 years of it
Just
being
weird
hidden
anonymity.
Yeah.
yeah.
and
No,
nobody
like,
liking it.
It was
Greg
guys
and
trolling
Tommy.
around on the internet and finding it and rebirthing it. Like if we were to find something and just kind of like bring it to attention, like it was
Well, it was
just,
like Mystery Science
that-
Theater. Like,
yeah, like just
Yeah.
talking about it and just organically, especially for it being like
Some of my
they brought
favorite-
it around back like earlier, like 2000. I think it was like 6 or some shit when
Yeah.
they were, but 2004. I don't know when it
Wait,
came
released in
out. but
2003.
It
Yeah,
released
it's
in-
old.
So then it was like 2006 when they rebirthed it. I think.
Yeah.
it's actually coming
it's
up on
fairly
20 years.
close.
As I
yeah.
said, like my first experience with it was a review of it.
Yeah,
Like,
same.
Yeah.
so there's a whole culture about like media surrounding that, like even official stuff like Disaster Artist.
Yeah.
That is technically reviews of The Room. So
2003 is
yep.
when it came out. So, yeah, I mean, we've had a long time. We've almost had 20 years with The Room.
mm-hmm.
And, I mean, I hope that we get more Tommy Wiseau. I hope that it's not as sexist.
Right. Just all the weird,
But-
none of the bad.
Can you
Yeah.
guys imagine what he does like in his own time?
No.
No.
Like, what
I
does he
imagine
do?
a lot of working out because he is toned,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
A lot of working out, making weird
I'll give
corners
him
in an
that.
apartment that has a bedroom and he just chooses not to use it.
you see his ass a few times. It's shapely.
That was oddly specific, but watch the movie.
It's
you know,
really
Yeah.
not shapely, dude. It's
It's like a rectangle,
right.
but you don't get to a rectangle without a lot of working out. So,
So he's
well,
like
it's the stairs, dude. It's what compressed it into that shape.
he's like a really
Too
like
much
he's almost
fucking on
out of
the
weight
stairs.
Yeah.
in shape
You
person.
are my rose.
well, then you would think
Are
Greg
my
would have a
rose,
stair
you
ass,
are
not
my
Tommy,
rose.
because Tommy never fucks on the stairs. That's only Greg. Tommy only ever
Tommy has
fucks on the
a
bed.
Tommy has limits.
Tommy
Oh.
has navel sex.
That's
Yes.
right. That's right.
Tommy puts his dick in her navel.
The anatomy of the woman is completely lost on him.
How did we miss that?
Yeah, that's. Oh, that's the best.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Ugh.
It's too good.
it's the It's the dress that threw him off. It was the
He
candles.
puts it too far up.
music. Yeah.
It's
He was
golden.
being uncomfortably mean to her in the Disaster Artist. Yeah. this is-
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
It was pretty rough.
Well, I mean, that's Tommy in a nutshell.
Yeah,
though.
pretty
Pretty
rough.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a really funny guy, haha, and then super belligerent out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, guy, just calm down.
Well,
I
on
know
that
you did
note-
not, but calm down.
He did not.
Any final comments, guys?
Oh, hi, doggy.
Keep the change.
Keep the
All right.
change.
You're my
Well,
favorite
anyway.
customer.
My favorite
How's
cousin.
your
lines?
sex life? All right, thanks everyone for listening to our weird rant about the room and everything it surrounds and all of the glory that
Wasau
is
world.
TW.
Right.
Thanks everyone for listening and cheers to
Cheers.
another good Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
With
Every
South
day's a
Films.
Wednesday.
How don't you do that?
John.
What an outro, John.
What an outro, John.